Hello, comrades. Today's video is going to be on the Australian character from manga, explaining of what they do and stuff. This is their design and stuff. And also, if you like this video and stuff, please like it and please subscribe to this channel. I really ain't censored that much, so we have dumb ideas, a lot of them. We are on a decline of viewership and we have lost a few subscribers, but we'll manage. So if you would gladly comment, subscribe, or like, you don't have to really stay for the ride. Just please, if you want to see this video, please click it. No, you already clicked it. Well, anyway, we like to talk about guns because we're American. And if you're not American, welcome to America, I guess. Because we're the only country going to be like, oh yes, I know how a flechette round works, and here's a shotgun shell. Here's a bolt, I think. A bottle cap on my desk. A remote. A mechanical pencil, which is perfect for this video. And a bottle cap. Another one. And a quarter. I have a rifle round somewhere here. But anyway, back to the actual video of what we're doing today. Describing the Australian character of my manga. Yes, I'm making my own. Basically, this is just basically doodling and making a story in an art book. Which, if you think this is like the actual thing, no, this is just drawings. Like, this entire thing is just random drawings. I'll let me prove it to you. This is my recent design of the character. Yes, their tongue sticking out because I was trying to think of what their tongue looks like. Because you gotta think of every little aspect about a character, like how like they actually look. Even with their mask, like if they actually have a mask, you want to think of what their face looks like. A lot of things you gotta consider. But also like to think like, because I have seen it for one of the Amazing Digital Circus characters, like one of the people who drew like what Zubul looks like the character in that series, which is actually about to get a new episode soon, tomorrow. But people who made fan art of him actually drew her with her tongue split open on purpose, because that's actually a thing people do. Which I'm not actually against. It kind of looks cool, but I'm not going to ever give that in my life. They legitimately split your tongue open, so yeah. But yeah, I thought that would be a cool touch for that character. And what she's wearing in this thing, and I'll explain it in depth. Her belt of it's a belt, I think it's called, or a sling. Yeah, sling. It has all the shotgun shells. Which this character, the reason I grabbed all the bottle caps and quarters I have is to show off what she does. Because this is not against YouTube terms of service. Because I'm not describing how to make a round. Because I'm not showing you how to. I'm legit just holding the thing up and showing you. So this is not against YouTube's terms of service. Let's learn something. How a shotgun shell works. You hit this part here, and you hit. We're not going to actually hit that because if that sets off, I'm losing a finger. Which I don't think I can set it off that easily. So. But technically, you got shotgun shell. You want to hit the primer. This goes gas expels because it sets off fire. Gunpowder. Little thing here pushes slug or projectile like metal balls. That's when we're doing a buckshot. I think this is buckshot. Yeah, buckshot. Just moves it forward. Out this side. But you can actually make. It's very easy to make a homemade round. Because you just need to find another shotgun shell, reset the primer, and that's it. And fill it back up with gunpowder then there. But you can replace the metal balls with screws, bottle caps, and quarters, which you actually get the thing coin shot. Thing about screws, they're basically flechette rounds. Flechettes rounds, which basically is dart in French because it's actually a thing. So you basically have a dart that's like in a shell, which is smaller than this, gets shot out. Many of them. That's on basically a war crime, I think. But you can also melt down some bottle caps, cut the hole perfectly for this thing, so put it in there. This is probably too big. There you go. Pennies. Here. See this? Perfect good for that. And shoot that. Okay. That character is proficient in making ammo for themselves. And bombs. They know how to make pipe bombs. Which they do not know how to make at all. I feel like I should know before I make a character about that, but at the same time, I really don't know if you're legally allowed to. Wait, yeah, you're legally allowed to look it up, I think. Yeah. You're just not legally allowed to build one without a license. But you do not have at all. So, yay. I don't know, just look up Ted Kaczynski's God, like his manifesto, and I'll probably figure that out. You did not hear this from me. Well, anyway, after you change it, what their other pockets are for. These are for revolvers. She used Schofield revolvers. Which is the unique thing about them, I think I can remember, is that they're like the casing for them comes out, like, not the casing itself, no. When you crack it open, like it actually pops open, the cylinder, you can just grab it and put it in your pocket, and like grab another one, put it in. Quick reload. It was a quick reload for 18 to basically now. Now, because that gun was built and people still use it because they like the gun. It's a very simple design because guns were simple back then, not complicated, except some were complicated. But now guns are kind of complicated, the same as simpler stuff. Oh, and one thing about the characters in this manga, they're not going to use Glocks. I do not like Glocks. I'm just going to be honest, I do not like Glocks. So, none of the characters are using Glocks. So, if you ever see a drawing of one of these characters with a Glock, that's not me. I'm never going to give these one. Which, I do mark all these things with MD on them. So, if you know, I am actually MD. Stuff. But if you have questions about this and stuff, I can go off topic. But if you have questions, I'll answer them in the comments. And I'll make a video on Q&A, basically questions and answers. I do want to make that one day because I am getting close to 100 subscribers and I can make a live stream when I turn 16. So yay. Why did I pick an Australian character for her? Honestly, just wanted to throw things up. Because I don't think I've seen an anime character Australian before. I've seen French, German, American, British. This is Helsing. I just list every nation in Helsing. Except Italia, that has the Russians. I have actually not watched Italia because that thing is crazy. I have seen so much fan stuff of that series, and it's actually made me go, never mind. Like, I honestly went. I thought the show premise was what the fans were promoting, and it was not. So, that's a crazy fan base. Like, that's an actual insane fan base, because, like they got, I think they, no, wait. Homestuck got an entire thing banned. That fan base got an entire thing where you couldn't paint your body in some places, because they dyed some of the fans dyed their skin gray, which became almost permanent, so yeah, it backfired for them. Which is the neat thing of 2000 lore. Yes. But their bandana they wear, I got inspired by a Five Finger Death Punch concert. I had not been to one, I've seen one on a video. Seen how the fans were wearing bandanas where were tucked into the shirt so it wouldn't come loose. And I took that concept with, okay, we can tuck it into the body armor. We can tuck it into the body armor. Which I did in this picture. See? Her mask is tucked in, you can't see it well. I'm so sorry for bad camera quality. My computer does not have good camera quality. On my email to send videos from this thing to my phone ain't that good. Like, I have had it fail so many times. It was actually insane. And I drew some mouths for the character. This may seem weird, but honestly, I've seen weird people put weird things. But I was trying to get the tongue down, like how the tongue is because it's split open. So I was like, okay, I gotta draw a tongue that's split open, but healed. I got good at it. I gave the character a little bit too sharp of a chin, but this is more of a sketch I did in class. But you can tell where, like, the bandana, she puts it down, like, it still has the A a little bit. Not the bulletproof vest stuff. But yeah. And reason why I mostly picked some of these. Also the character, okay, I've already said they're good with explosives, make it ammo. I think I mentioned them gonna make it ammo and explosives. They're practically geniuses at that. I don't think I mentioned this yet. This is all the, like, I'm not trying to make good guys for this story. I will tell you that. These guys ain't good. They are not good guys at all. Like, you could actually hate them, and I would not disagree. These ain't characters that meant to be liked by themselves. Like, they're not meant to be liked. They're not supposed to be, like, symbols of freedom or something like that. Like, they're just criminals. They may care for themselves. Or not themselves. They care for each other, but no one else. Like, they all have ADHD and autism. They all do have that, because I have it, so I just went, I'm just going to give it to them. So if I write the characters like a certain way, they act a certain way, because they're the main characters, my brain doing things like that. So I just made it simple for myself. I also gave them all the same blood type. Which I don't actually know. But they all have the same blood type, too. I just want that to be, I'm going to make that be written in the story where they're like, how in the world did all four of us have the same thing in our heads? All of us have the same blood type, but somehow we're all from a different country. Completely know how we ended up here, and also how we all have the same goal of wanting to get gold from New York. But yeah, they're skilled at making pipe bombs and stuff. And they are very good at making improvised ammunition and stuff of necessity. The one thing I will say about them is that they're a little too violent for their own good. Like, they can handle pain to an ungodly level. Like, they'll just casually pull out a bullet that got shot in them without even being in the face and just pull it out and just toss it. So, like, they can handle pain to an ungodly level. Like, they'll be like, I know I'm hit, I'm just not gonna react. And get back up. Okay. Well then, this is the end of the video. I'll see you later, comrades. My next one, I'm making about the Irish character. Still sneak peek, not a sneak peek, but little, like, telling you about the Irish character real quick. I have done research about the IRA for a reason. And if it does offend people or something like that, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna really have to apologize. If someone, I don't have some belief in what they did, but everyone fought for a reason. I will have to mention that history, so that will be a video. I did watch some videos about that, what happened and stuff. There was a lot of bombings. They had a 38-year war with Britain to the 1968 or 9 to 2007. Mind you, 9/11 happened in 2001. Vietnam happened in the 60s to 70s. So when they kicked off this 1968, went to the Vietnam War, 2000, like 9/11, then finally ended, and Miko was made 2007. So, and John Kennedy was killed somewhere in there. Yeah. Yeah, he was killed. When was he killed? When was JFK killed? Oh. Oh my god, I thought it happened like this. 19... Oh, it happened a few years before then. Oh. Okay, at least I was right, it happened in the 60s. I just thought it happened like during 1969. Oh, it was happened in 1963, November 20th. Well, okay, I make mistakes in video, but I corrected myself, so don't take the first thing I said, take what I just said now, okay? Got some things wrong. Okay. So I'm sorry for that. Just with communication there. But the IRS stuff I just mentioned, I just watched a video about it like a few minutes ago before recording this video. So yeah. But yeah. I'm going to talk about a lot of that. But yeah, there was like a lot of bombings and stuff, and a lot of things happened. Both sides were not on the good side, but one side won, so I think the British eventually had to back off. Which the British did kind of kick it off, so it ain't really 100% their fault, but they did end up. We're not going to get on that, okay? We're going to have to get into all that in the next video and make up an Irish character. Australian, this is the Australian video, we're not going to go into all that. Okay, I will lose my mind trying to nitpick all that stuff. But okay, we're going to get back. Okay, this is the end of the video. See you later, comrades. Have a great day. See ya. See you, comrades. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment what you liked about this video. See you later, comrades.